Well, today, it's not hunting season, but what we're doing today is we're working on the food plot. So this year, we're doing a couple things to help out the population of deer and waterfowl on the pond. So on the pond, as you can see from the previous video, we had the duck boxes put up, which had a pretty good success rate of nesting hens in, which we were very happy about. And we hope to see some rising numbers in the fall. So now today we're going to work on the food plot. We have 1 acre food plot out at my grandfather's, and we're going to till the field up. We're not going to plant quite yet. We want to wait a little bit because we don't want them to, if it's July, what is it, 22nd, 20th? So we don't want to plant it now, and then by the time August and September come around, they eat all of it. And then, once hunting season comes around and there's nothing left for them, they're not going to come around. Ideally what we want to do is we want to till the ground up, and then middle of August we want to put the seed in and have it start growing. So by the time we're getting, our product in the field starts growing, it's prime hunting season, and that's going to draw the deer in. So I did put out 2 mineral blocks a couple weeks ago, and they beat them up bad. I mean, they only lasted about 2 weeks and they were completely gone. So we're gonna go get another 2 mineral blocks today. And these ones, they say they help with antler growth and stuff. I do know in July, I was talking to a friend of mine who has a deer farm. He said that they really push the tine length in July. So we want to give them minerals and stuff, to help them with their antler growth. And ideally, we haven't gotten very many bucks on camera, but the ones we have gotten, I'm pretty happy with. But, seeing a lot of doe, but you got to think though, if you lock the doe down in the season, where are the bucks going to be? They want the does, especially, prime rut, at the end of October, early November. So if we can lock the does down, I have no problem in feeding them, because when it comes time, the bucks are going to want to be with the does. But we're back. At least we didn't have to wake up till at 4 a.m. this time.
Thank goodness.
Grandma gave us the green light. Apparently the deer are eating her garden, so another reason why we're out here, and we're gonna plant a food plot. Not today, but we did get the green light from the boss that the deer are eating her garden, so she no longer has sympathy for the deer, so we can take them all out. But we're gonna wait till the season starts. We don't want to get in trouble, as enticing as that sounds. Excuse the mess in the back of the truck. It's my other hobby. But yeah, some mineral blocks, and these are supposed to be helpful with the antler growth of the deer, and especially because it's July, that's when they're producing most of their tine mass in height. So we're gonna get these out there. I got 2 of them, and we have cameras set up in front of them. So right now, we set the blocks out there, put a little bit of an attractant on it. We got this deer cane liquid. We'll spread that over top of our blocks in front of the cameras, and then that'll give us a better idea on what we have going on out here, what kind of deer are in the area. I did this 3 weeks ago. I came out, I set 2 of these out there. I had a bag mix of this stuff, and I put about 5 gallons of it on each block, and I could not keep them off. Now, other animals were going to it, like raccoons. I mean, I had at least 5 raccoons on one block one night at the same time. So, we don't really want raccoons, and these are for antler growth. I don't want to see no 10-point raccoon. That would kind of freak me out a little bit, I don't have a tag for that. But, so, I mean, you are feeding the other animals, but that's okay, We did get tons of pictures of deer, and we got a real nice buck that ended up going right to the top of the hit list. So right now, they're all in different stages depending on when they were born, and maturity rates, how old they are and stuff. That all adds into the factor of antler growth. So hopefully this will give them a little bit of a boost and be able to grow them bad boys. So that's what we're trying to do today. It's literally the whole plethora of why we're out here is, you know, the next season starts the day the last season ends, because you can be out here preparing for the next season. You know, you can give them, like in the winter time, you could go put some food out after the season, you know, after the season. You know, we don't want to put food out during the season. Now, these biodegrade pretty easily. So, you know, they say a month before the season starts, you have to remove any and all bait. These, there's nothing left to remove because they're gone. They get eaten up, and you know, they just dissolve into the ground, and you know, we don't ever have to pick them up. If there was anything left, I would obviously go check like a month before the season and go pull it, because you know, we don't want any discrepancies with Game Commission or anything like that. So we're doing it as true as we can and the right way. That way we can avoid issues with other hunters. You know, we want to give the deer a fighting chance. So all we're doing is we're trying to help them out right now. It's the middle of August. We're not hunting for another couple months, or middle of July. Whoops, I'm all over the place. But you know, we're out here just to try and better our chances. You know, get some meat on the rack, and you know, try and produce some really good deer out here. So if we can give them a chance by giving them a food plot and, you know, helping them out a little bit, and you know, we're just trying to let them thrive, and then that way we can thrive during the season. So that's what we're doing today.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, we're about to get started. Just waiting for Grandpa to come out so we can get on the tractor. There's deer in the barn! So here's our food plot. All right, we got about roughly an acre here. We're going to be planting turnips, radishes, and white clover, I believe, is the mix that my grandfather got. So we're going to be tilling all this up, and probably doing about 6-8 passes on the entire field to really fluff the ground up. Hopefully get some rain to saturate that ground a little bit, so when we go to plant about mid-August, it'll be real rich for our seed, and really start growing before it gets too cold. Because obviously, you know, we don't want to do all this for nothing. But there's Grandpa's stand right there. So, you know, obviously we bring the food source here, the deer will come here. But you can come with me. Other than that, we've been mowing lanes, making these wider. Some of these you could barely even fit a four-wheeler. Now it's like a single lane road. And there's all sorts of lanes down through here. We got another one over here, another one over here, and you know, basically just widening them so when the deer walk out into them, it's not, there's a deer and then it's gone. You know, we want the deer to stand out in the middle and just be like, what's going on? And then that gives us enough time for Grandpa to get on the gun, and or myself. So over here we had, I got one of my trail cams set up. I run 5-point cellular cams. They're pretty cheap and affordable, and the plans, you know, depending on how many, you can get into it as far as you want to get into it, but you know, they do have free plans and stuff. I do pay some for my plan, but right here is where we had one of our mineral licks. So as you can see, they completely decimated it. There was a nice big block of stuff like we have over there on the four-wheeler, but you can see the minerals. I mean, they just tore it up in 3 weeks. And you can see the minerals are still in the ground right there. So, you know, they'll still come back, but we're going to throw another lick in there because we want to see the progression of the antler growth and the couple bucks that we have running around, or, you know, really see anything that comes into the camera. Really gives us a better idea on what we're working with, what's in the area. You know, pick a hitless buck and just, you know, get some better information and kind of try and track patterns and stuff like that. But I mean, as soon as the season begins, all that can change. So we did a little drive around the neighborhood before we got here. We wanted to see, you know, the properties that are coming from the back, what do they have? You know, what are they planting anything? What are we fighting with over here? You know, you know, we're putting a food plot in for the deer. What's on the other side of the block that could be contending with our food plot? All they had in the general vicinity was hay. So ideally, we plant this food plot, we're going to be keeping the deer in the area, and that's what we want. You know, yes, they do have travel distance and stuff, but if you have a good food source, the deer are going to come and they're going to stay around, you know, especially the does in fall, early fall, and the does are grazing and stuff before they really split up and start chasing each other, you know, the males chasing the females. So we want to get this planted, and that way we'll hopefully be a deer magnet. So we're putting a salt lick here. Well, it's not a salt lick, it's a mineral block that has good protein in it. We can go take a look at that once we get to that point, and talk about the proteins and stuff. But we're gonna put one here and one on the other side of the pond. As you may know, we will be taking a boat ride today. Yay! And checking some other things out over there. But we're gonna focus today on getting this food plot tilled up a little more and go from there. So right now, let's get on the tractor and start doing some tilling. Testing it out on my way back over here. I went over one of the ones I went over twice already, and I lowered it some more, and it'll really throw it up some more for sure. But the amount of frogs that I'm seeing that I'm evicting from their homes is baffling, to be honest with you. They're hopping around all over the place. We're gonna go down to the boat, and we're gonna take one of the mineral licks over to the other side and get that set up. I think we got to change some batteries in the camera. I'm just going to flip-flop cameras over there. So I forgot batteries. Shame on me, right? So we're going to head down there and yeah, see what's going on over there. I'm curious to see what that mineral lick looks like. I haven't been able to go over there and check it out since I put it in. So I'm curious to see if that one's gone as well. But we'll find out. So let's go for a ride. I'm telling you, this is the year I'm going to be trapping a beaver. He's always setting booby traps for me on the trail. We don't have a very friendly relationship together. He definitely doesn't like when I cross the pond with the canoe, but I don't really care. He can deal with it. If I got to deal with him, he can deal with me. But I'm really going to deal with him this year. I'm going to get a nice big old Conobear 330, set it up, and hopefully trap him out. Not all the way out, because it's pretty cool having a beaver on the pond. You know, it keeps water levels raised for the ducks and stuff, but this stuff is annoying. Coming down here to duck hunt 4:30 in the morning, just getting ready to set the decoys up, and you got a tree across the path. And, you know, that's not super ideal. I really think he just spike cuts them down. You just leave them here. Just to mess with you. Sees trees and water and goes, absolutely not. Oh, look, I even mowed my park.
You dropped one of the blocks.
Huh?
One of the blocks fell off.
Oh.
What were you saying?
I said I even mowed my parking spot.
Heck yeah.
All right, so the other day when where'd it go? Back here?
Yes, right there.
Oh, I see. Looks like this one's the one that's going. So the other day when I took the boat across, it was really hard to get back. So this will be interesting.
Why is that? What happened?
Well, the weeds are all growing up right here.
Ooh, yeah.
Pretty heavily. No, my patch job. Flex seal, you liars. Oh well, it'll still float.
Oh yeah, that's thick.
Yeah, so the grass itself is actually the hardest part to get through. So let's see what we can do.
Ooh.
Okay, see, this is the hard part.
Oh, you're like, we're right in the thick of it. Here's that little path for you.
Yep. I gotta come in here with my chest waders and pitchfork.
Go to town.
I think an easy way to do this. Why don't you go to this side? Hey, that's stupid if it works. You know what sucked? Is we had a deer in here right now.
Oh my gosh, don't even.
And that's how I'm gonna do it from now on.
I mean, that's the move. And these are the paddles you got? The new ones?
Yeah, super pumped about them. Not really. I was getting good with a kayak paddle.
Why don't you just, oh, did you get rid of the kayak paddle?
I was actually borrowing that from somebody. They're like, I want to go kayaking. I said, here you go. Have it back.
Nice.
I just need to get on the Facebook Marketplace where I buy all of my stuff, like this boat. Sponsored by Facebook Marketplace. Not really, but this is where I got it. That's where I got my truck and all sorts of other things. But I'm looking in the water right now. I'm always curious, what kind of fish are in here? How big are the fish in here? Should I fish here, you know, for fun or something? But I only ever see real little guys swimming around. So I keep my eyes peeled just in case I see something worth catching. So far, nothing. If you look down, it's like 6 inches and then you hit a super mossy, weedy bed. Now it gets a little bit deeper. There's like channels in here, and I'm pretty sure there's channels in here because of the beaver and all his commotion. It's pretty muddy over here. Well, that would be because of all the rain this week. So this grass, mossy stuff kind of filters out the little holes that are clear when you're crossing over. But when you get over more towards the dam, I would say either the beaver's been doing stuff, which is weird because he keeps leaving his wood on my trails, but it's probably because all the rains, you know, with it being so hot, you get a lot of what's the word, evaporation of water, and that creates condensation, and then it rains.
Precipitation.
Precipitation, thank you. You know, I was trying to be smart there for a second. That's how the water cycle works. So, which side has the rope? Your side?
Yeah.
See, right here wouldn't be a bad spot to dip the pole in the water, see what happens. Pretty deep over here. At least 6 foot. There are a couple little fishies swimming around. Nothing too big, but that I can see. But hey, who knows? Maybe we'll do a little fishing one day or something, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a couple bluegill right there. Oh yeah. There are catfish in here and stuff too, so I am really curious to see how much, if any, of this block is left. See, I wish I had my muck boots on because you know how we step on this every time.
Yeah.
The beaver's been putting some work in. He's raising the water level.
I was gonna say it looks really overgrown too.
Yeah. Look at that. Gone. Nothing left. They ate it all. We got our camera right here on the tree. Pretty good vantage point and everything right here. So, dug another little pit, and yeah, it kind of looks like spider webs. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, they ate it all. I'm just trying to look and see if maybe they rolled it down somewhere or what, but I believe it's gone. So we're gonna plant the next one here, check the battery levels on my cameras through my phone, which is nice. I have another camera about 30 yards that way that has good battery life and hasn't been taking lots of pictures, so we're gonna probably swap those batteries out and go from there. Okay, yeah, we're gonna swap them out. It's got 5% battery life. We've been standing here for how long and it hasn't sent me a picture yet. Double A's, 8 double A's. I only had to change these twice since winter. Well, I did it more than twice because what I was actually reading was the cell signal and not the battery signal, so it'd be like 25%. I better get out there. I was out here coyote hunting one night. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm out here changing game camera batteries because there was a storm above and I was looking at the wrong thing, so ended up changing all of them and all that good stuff. So that'll reconnect to the tower. We can get this set up. So real quick, let's see what we got in here. Now, I'm not a deer biologist by any means, so none of these mean anything to me. I have no idea what they do, but you know, I'm reading what it says, and premium whitetail deer protein sounds good to me. I like to add this on top because it kind of softens up the block a little bit. We're looking at the original deer cane liquid, and again, it's just another mineral that you can add to the area to help with growth and, you know, anything that makes them taste good. You know, we want them to get the absolute most amount of nutrients that they can get, because ideally we're ending up getting that from them, you know, in what they in the meat and their protein and stuff. You know, if we can make them healthy, that'll make us healthy. So we want to take care of what we got around here, so that's why we're out here. You know, this is where we got the big boy last year.
Where's your tree stand in relation to the spot?
About 40 yards up that way. That deer came running right down here, and I'm not even kidding you, because I was just looking at this the other day. The second shot from the video. Where did it go? There was a stick right here that was like popped up, that was hanging down. That was the second shot. I meant to send you a picture of it. Yeah, because when I watched the video, it was like right here. I think I moved it out of the way because it was in the way of this, but it literally was snapped off right here. And if you look at the video, that's like dead nuts. Like that was you could tell it was shot.
Nice.
It wasn't snapped over or anything.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool to see that. We haven't had any bucks. Well, big ones that I want to shoot. Look at this. You can see this right here. These little engravements in the ground. That's deer pawing at the minerals that are still in the ground. So they're still coming back, even though there's nothing here. So now we're gonna add a little bit of candy. You know, it's kind of like a Snickers bar for a deer. So, you know, you want to make them fat and happy. That's what I want to do, at least, because I want to be fat and happy when I eat them. But, and like I said, you know, you got to pull these a month before the season. They're gonna be long gone. I mean, 3 weeks these were gone. We're in the middle of July. I probably won't put another one out. I just want to see what's in the area with the camera and everything. So that's what I'm here for. But yeah, it smells good. I mean, you got corn in here. Yeah, it smells kind of like like molasses, and I'm not sure what the binding agent is, but see what's it saying here. Let's look at the ingredients. We got processed grain byproducts. That already sounds terrible. Calcium carbonate, salt, molasses products. I was going to say molasses.
Grain products, none of that one. Plant protein products, monocalcium phosphate, dicalcium phosphate, vegetable oil, manganese oxide,
manganese sulfate, zinc oxide, zinc sulfate, copper sulfate, sodium. Man, what are they feeding them? Just a bunch of metals?
Powerful attraction.
Yeah, I guess.
vitamin A supplement, vitamin D3 supplement, mineral oil,
Natural and artificial flavor and ingredients, you don't say. I'm not going to taste it, so I'm not going to figure that out.
dextrose, silicon dioxide, calcium, propionate as a preservative. Okay, keep it from rotting, I guess.
Contains copper. Do not feed to your sheep. Do not feed to your sheep. We don't got any sheep around here.
Just an all-in-one little snack for them.
Yeah.
In a
So,
perfect
made in the
symmetrical cube.
USA. Let's go. Block 365. I really hope they don't mean 365 days that this thing's going to last, because I'll give it 3 weeks and that thing will be gone. You know, it says premium whitetail deer protein. I'm a little afraid that the coons are going to start growing antlers, you know. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. So, what do we got in the deer cane? Why deer cocaine works. Basically saying it's a beneficial mineral supplement that attracts deer by releasing mineral vapor trail. Cool. We gotta shake it. I was hoping, because it was all crusty on the top, they would give me a little bit of a discount. You know what they did? Not give me a discount. So it is what it is. Curious as what this smells like. Way worse than that thing does. Let me take a whiff. Kind of burns the palate a little bit, if you ask me. I'm sure it's super salty, but I'm definitely not going to taste it.
Not enticed to try it myself.
I'll be around the area. Releasing that vapor trail. Alright. A couple good splashes on there.
Yeah, save some for the other one.
Yeah. So here we go. You know, we got our got it set, and what I'll do is, so we can get the pictures in there, whatever pictures I end up getting from this site, I can send to Alex and he can put them in the video. So that way we can kind of see, you know, you can see the process through and through. And disclaimer, like I said, a month before season, I'll pull these if there's anything left. Making sure my camera comes back on, because when I did it the first time, the one up in the field by the food plot, I ran out of pictures like the next day. So for like a whole week, I didn't see anything that was coming to my block, you know, and that's a good 40-50 bucks, you know, and not being able to see what's coming to the camera, that, you know, you just set all that out there and you want to know, and it just bugs you. It keep you up at night, you know. Well, it keeps me up at night, amongst other things. But currently searching for service. Beautiful day out, by the way. Nice. I'd say, I believe it's 75, 80 out today.
That sounds about right.
Gorgeous.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Can't ask for a better day. I mean, absolutely awesome. All right.
We're in business?
We're in business. Yep. We got the green light. We're good. Get that ladybug out of there. Charge rent. Perfect. Now, see what happens. Like I always say, it's gonna be my catchphrase. Let me get that embroidered on my hat. See what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right, back to the other side. Whoa! Yeah, what's up, Beaver? Taking water out of your pond, pimp.
That was smooth.
Oh yeah. It's been worse. One time we took both the dogs in here with me and my wife for a nice little boat ride. That was a terrible idea. I in fact did wear my brown pants that day, even though I didn't need them, just in case I needed them. Here we go.
Oh.
Dual power.
Like you're skiing.
This is not ideal, actually. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Man, this hill's really fast.
This is redneck Italy. Cole versus beaver saga continues.
Dude, honestly. On the DL, if the beaver goes and starts munching on the blocks and he grows horns, That means I just get to shoot them with the 30-06. But I won't do that. I'll do it the right way. Do it the right way. So I can put them on my wall, my mount wall, which hopefully by the time we go to shoot the next video, it'll be done. We can do a little pre-monologue in front of the mount wall. That's my goal.
How are the duck boxes? Have you checked them recently?
I did check them the last time I was out here and I had empty nests with broken eggs and female feathers. So ideally, the eggs hatched. You know, we can't be 1,000% for certain, but the eggs hatched and they made it out alive, hopefully. But you know, you can only do so much. You can't. That's it. You can only do so much. You know, you can't be out here and trying to save them, you know, from predators. You can do your best, and you gotta let nature take its course. You know, nature's gonna take its course this duck season. You can't see it now, but there will be a duck blind over there. It's over there. You can see one 4x4 sticking up out of the ground, but there will be a duck blind by the end of summer there. See, there's something swimming in the water over there, and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a little bluegill. So there are some fish in here. So the rest of the family came out. So little farmer Bo here, this is my son. He's gonna help me till the rest of the field up. And dogs are out here running around. They needed to get out of the house. But we're gonna get up on the tractor and do another couple passes on the field. And he gets to ride on the tractor for the first time. So is he pumped? I can't tell.
He's smiling.
Yeah, he's smiling. Hey, you want to get on the tractor, buddy? Let's go, Farmer Bo. Well, we finished up fluffing the field up with the rototiller. So we're gonna call it good. It had a slight malfunction with the one spreader bar that hooks to the top of the tiller. Not exactly sure what happened, but it broke. So we had to run back and get a new one just so we could finish up and get the rototiller back without dragging it on the ground all the way back. And so we're complete with that. We're gonna do our final mineral block here at the site. I'm gonna open it not on the four-wheeler because that's crusty. I'm gonna set this right here. We have our other camera right there. So what we want is we want the buck to come in here, go to eat this guy, and we'll get some nice pictures of the rack. That's what we're hoping for. So I'll send Alex some pictures of the bucks that we had gotten before when I did the first set of mineral blocks. That way he can put those in the video and kind of get a better idea on what's going on out here if you're watching at home or whatever. Also, we appreciate it if you watch our video. You know, we're kind of doing this for our kids so that they can watch them when they get older and stuff, and you know, for us to look back on life whenever we want to, but the good parts of life. So we're gonna add our deer coke, drizzle it all over the top of it, around, let it splash all over the place. Oh yeah. So last time when I had them out here, you know, I figured, well, you know, I thought I might have stirred the woods up a little too much. I'm not even kidding you. An hour after we left, we had deer here. So they came pretty quick last time. I would assume they would come pretty quick this time. But as always, we'll see what happens. So right now, we're gonna get the tractor back into the barn. I gotta go find the cover for my saw. Not really sure where that fell out at, but somewhere. And we're gonna head back. It's been a pretty eventful day, honestly. We got quite a bit done. And yeah, right now, all we really have left is we gotta disc the field up and plant, and then let the rain take it away from there. You know, start getting our crop up, and hopefully by the time early season archery comes around, we have our food plot finally starting to come in. And then by the time it hits winter time, when it's really hard to find food, they'll be here right in front of the stand. So that's the goal. Get them in here and shut them down and eat the deer, because we like eating deer. It's cheaper than beef, and you know, non-GMO, no none of that stuff, you know. So free range, the best, cleanest meat you can get around here. So we're in it to win it this year. You know, I've always wanted to do this, and you know, getting the boy started early. We've had him out here since he was 3 months old, riding around on the four-wheeler and watching the dogs run around and stuff. And so that was his first time on the tractor. He seemed to enjoy it, a little farmer Bo. And so starting him early, you know, letting him see what his dad likes to do, and hopefully one day he'll follow in my footsteps. But for now, we're in a good spot. We're right in line with when we should be doing this. And you know, some people start them earlier, some people start them later. We're gonna try starting it later this year, so they don't pick us clean before the season even starts. So, well, we're gonna head back, and if you guys are watching, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed. But we're gonna get started on getting homebound and getting into the rest of our Saturday. So, we'll see you next time.
Just hanging by a thread.